What do you do if your adult child walks away from the church? What do you do if your adult children struggle with chemical imbalance, mental illness, money problems, substance abuse, marital conflict, divorce, homosexuality, illegal activities, and on and on?
We came home after years away as missionaries, and our kids appointed a family member to tell us why they weren't going to see us. They were blaming us for every failure they ever had. It blew us away, and we went away, we prayed, we wondered, had we really been that bad as parents? It really bothered us. And we did a lot of praying, a lot of crying, I guess. And finally I just went back to work. I felt that God was telling me I just needed to let go of it for a while. But it was a lot harder for Sally than that.
I really felt like a failure as a parent. And I took a lot of my questions to the Lord and His Word for several years, and I really did expect some answers. And I finally found hope in rediscovering the meaning of grace for this new stage in my life. I concluded that the younger generation's judgments were not God's view of me. I realized that Christ died for me and that He's paid for all my failures, and all I have to do is admit them and claim my cleansing. I really still felt the burden for my children. I wanted them to be fulfilled and happy, but the passages that I saw in the Word indicated that that might not be possible with their way they were acting toward us. I began to see a lot of other parents, getting to know them and realizing they were struggling with the same kind of pain that we were with their children. And I wondered if we should start a group. And Pastor Gary's sermon 2 years ago gave me the incentive that I needed to go ahead.
We started a sharing group with this idea, and we soon found a lot of mutual benefit. There are promises in God's Word, and we could encourage one another, we could learn together, and certainly we could pray together. And our group saw personal crises that were dealt with. We were encouraged and saw answers to prayer. And my own 2 daughters, both of them have changed as in the last couple of years. One daughter hadn't talked to us for 20 years, and now she's communicates with us regularly on Facebook.
We call our group Rest Art, Restoring Strained Adult-Child Relationships Together. Our theme is in 2 Corinthians 1:4, and we're encouraging others as God encouraged us. And we're emphasizing learning how to rest in God's grace as the foundation. Then we study the Word to learn the art of improving relationships with our children. As parents, our challenge is to know how to show love in the midst of criticism from our children. We learn how to make peace and when to let go of that relationship.
If you struggle anything like we did, there's hope for you too. We'll be in the Life Center after church. Just come on over and we'll talk about it. Or you can call us and we'll be in the church phone book.